Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. I am fairly sure that we've properly beaten Echoes of the Eye. Like, we've cleared out Echoes of the Eye as far as, like, the story that goes along with it. And there are a couple more things to explore, and I just tested it out a little bit to see what we could find. So let's go here. There was I met one of the stranger's inhabitants who was imprisoned within the vault. The prisoner showed me a vision revealing the actions they took that resulted in their internal confinement. I used the vision torch to share my knowledge of the solar system's history with the prisoner. So yeah, I just like I went. There are two places that we hadn't yet explored, and I went to one of them just to see if I could find it because the description was a little wonky. And so it is showing up here in the ship's log, but I didn't really explore it very much. And so I don't want to go there. I don't want to like look at it until we fully explore it and find out what's going on. So I figure let's go ahead and go there. And there is the thing at the reservoir that I'm pretty sure I know how to find, but I didn't test it out because that description was a lot more clear. So I think we should be able to clear out the last of the ship archives, the ship's log for the stranger, which, I don't know, maybe that'll be an achievement. We did get one achievement by accident a few episodes ago, and I know that I think there are a total of like 14 achievements, something like that, that were associated with Echoes of the Eye, and they're all secret achievements, so I don't know what they are. But I think we'll go ahead and do that at the end once we've discovered everything, because I would bet that they have to do with like interacting with the stranger once you know what's going on in the system, and there's still a lot to explore on that front. So yeah, we'll come back and do that as a sort of post game celebration, I suppose. I don't like what I'm seeing here. This looks like uh, okay. So this is where we were before, right? Like this will take us out to the endless or the hidden gorge rather. And right, like this is the door we couldn't figure out how to open, and these are the three things. So let's take a look inside these and see what's up. One of them we know seems to imply that one of the aliens got blown out the airlock, right? Because that's one of the bells that you're supposed to be woken up with, and the cauldron down there is where the fire was kept. So, yeah, that's not fun. Here's another one of those rooms. So they pick up a lantern. They fell asleep. And it didn't work. Hold on. I'm going to check that out again. Okay. So the lantern did not light, which tells me that it probably didn't work. Right? Like the lantern was still empty. And then I don't know what happened here, but something happened and it looks like explosive decompression happened. What about this one? Right. Okay. So, and I think these represent three stages of artifact development. So, like this one here that we're holding is just a lantern, and that was not enough to enter into the simulation. This one was a lantern and part of the frame, but not the completed frame. And I guess that was explosive. And this one What happened here? So this one, they went to the completed artifact. And they tried to go to sleep. They saw something. And they saw their artifact light up. And I guess I don't know what's up with, I wonder if that's supposed to represent like the connection between their simulated brain and their real brain being a little funky, right? Because you could see for a brief moment there at the end that was like the kind of a hazy version of the ringed planet, I guess. That's what it certainly looked like. And maybe the same thing happened in the first one too, but it didn't take. And I see, let's see what's on this projector reel. This is probably the only thing left here. And then we can go to the reservoir and see what that's all about. I noticed we didn't really get absolute confirmation about whether or not these things really are powered by ghost matter, but I think it was about as strong an implication as you can really get. So I'm going to count that as a win for my analytical powers. Alright, let's see what this is all about. So they walk in, they fall asleep, woke back up, and nothing happened. This is the incomplete frame. They fall asleep, and the slides are burned. But that certainly looks like an explosion. And you can see it's kind of like tilted to the side. So yeah, that probably didn't end up very well. And then the completed one. They fall asleep. The artifact lights up just fine. And they successfully developed the artifact. Okay. I'm just gonna do that. There we go. Actually, no. Whatever. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I guess minor spoiler alert, I do know that the last thing we're looking for is a slide reel. So I figured we might as well just prepare that area for us to put that in. But it occurs to me that there's a projection room at the reservoir, so we don't need to worry about that. Oh shoot. I put the HUD marker on the sealed vault. Oopsie. That's fine. We never really got confirmation on what that's all about either, or why the dam is breaking. Okay, so allegedly there's that building that's destroyed, and so here it is. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just missed that before. Oh, come on. Nuts. Okay, we're good. Okay. So we'll put that there, and then this in here. So this is probably supposed to show the prisoner getting sealed away. Oh, this is what he was showing us. But the completed version. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, it's like the same symbol as before. Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, we figured it out even without knowing those things. So, you know, I don't feel too bad about it. And they were a little out of the way. One of them, you had to park your ship outside. Who parks their ship in space? Well, apparently I do. Also, I think we shouldn't have any issues here as long as I can get to the other side of the dam before it breaks, because then we can go to the ship. And we kind of got distracted because I was focusing so heavily on the stranger, but I think, if I remember correctly, we had done something on Giant's Deep, and it told us to go to the Southern Observatory on Brittle Hollow. So that's what I had planned to do next. I just realized this might actually not work as I think it will. Because our ship is not in the hangar. It's parked outside. In space. But that's okay. I have a spacesuit. With a jetpack. I believe in us. We just have to get back to our ship before the flood, which will be fine. Have we ever seen those before? I mean, I have, but I don't know if I recorded it. In fact, I think we may have caught glimpses of it at some point, but I'm not really sure exactly what those are, but I gathered there was like that one place that said that like showed the stranger backing away from the star as the star was going supernova. And I think what that's supposed to mean is that those green things are solar sails. And so it's like riding the solar radiation out. There we go. Oh, nope, we're good. I just need that. Alright. Let's check our ship's log then. Slide reel that shows a strange vault being encased in a large metal structure and lowered underwater. Nearly all the slides have been burned and cannot be viewed. Okay, and then... No, dang it. A laboratory with 3 test chambers. The second chamber is badly damaged and can be entered through a hull breach in the side of the stranger. I saw a vision-like recording of someone picking up an artifact and going to sleep in front of a green fire. Excuse me. The rest of the vision was distorted and difficult to make out, but a flame seemed to appear inside the artifact. I found a slide reel that shows 3 experiments conducted with 3 different artifacts. The third experiment appears to be a success, or appears to have been a success. Okay. And that's all of the... Like, none of them say there's more to explore here. And none of them are green. So I think that means we're done. We found everything in the stranger. Okay, so then we went to construction yard. We don't know how to go to the ocean depths because they managed to get something below the current, but they said that the Southern Observatory has information about how to do it. Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's south pole. 2 paths beneath Brittle Hollow's surface that lead to the observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon, and the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay. Well, I'm not really sure... Oh, shoot. I forgot to... Oh! Oh, no. Oh, this isn't good. I normally navigate by reference points, but I don't have any reference points in the cloaking field. So I'm going to repair my ship, and then stop being bad at the video game. Okay. The big oopsie has been corrected, and now I guess we should head on over to Riddle Hollow. So we're looking for the gravity cannon. I'm honestly more interested in the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. That sounds like a fun place to be. And I wonder, I bet it's related to the place we went to on Giant's Deep, where we learned about quantum imaging, the rule of quantum imaging, where you take pictures of the quantum stuff and they get pinned in place. And it's got a moon here. Seems to be flinging lava pellets onto it. That's awfully dangerous of you, Moon. I wish you wouldn't do that. You seem to be destroying the planet. I wonder if there's anything there. Hey, that looks important. Well, I guess let's at least investigate it while we're here. Alright. The bad frames are back. Ugh, it's nice to be able to read. Okay, so I guess the Southern Observatory is that way. But what's this thing? Yeah. Yeah, the frames are pretty bad around here, unfortunately. Wow, I'm gonna see if I can fix that between episodes. It's not been this bad before. I don't think I want to be here. Wait. More stuff this way, maybe? Yeesh. Okay, is there a little projection stone somewhere? There it is. Brittle Hollow projection stone. Let's connect Brittle Hollow to Brittle Hollow. Ooh. Well, that looks interesting. I don't really see anything except for that, which I'm not really sure what that is. I don't know. Maybe if we take it downstairs, it'll tell us more. I'm at the shuttle. I'm ready to make my first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. This is Solanum. Bells says, that's exciting. You're almost ready, but there's still one more rule you need to learn. Come meet me at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. The tower is on the opposite side of Brittle Hollow. If you follow the path west to the crossroads, you can reach the tower from there. My gratitude for the directions, Bells. I'll see you soon. I imagine... Let's go to the Southern Observatory first. Just because that seems pretty important. There's an eye signal locator there, apparently. And it also says... It seemed to imply that they made a discovery about Giant's Deep there that would be of use to us. So let's head on over that way and see what we can find. Oh. Oh! Okay. Ooh! Okay. This looks incredibly dangerous, and I really don't like doing this at all. But I'm sure it's perfectly safe. I have a jetpack if need be, but yikes. Let's go this way. Hmm. Oh, good. I thought maybe I had chosen poorly. But no, I think we're fine. Just hope my ship doesn't get hit by one of those rocks. That would suck. That's interesting. I gotta... What? Right? Yes! Okay, good. Ice? That seems promising for an observatory on the South Pole. Oh, goodness. Wow. I am not pleased with the gnome I write about now. We're good. Oh, that's fun. Staring right into a black hole. Thanks, guys. Could you have maybe made this place a little bit more dangerous, please? Okay, that looks like a ledge up here. Hey, that looks useful. Hey, look at that. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, that looks like that leads outside. I don't think we want to do that. And we saw that earlier. There's like models of cyclones, I guess. Alright, this is the construction yard again. Konoi, Daz, and I were lifting the orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank beneath the current. Konoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object may sink below the current. Konoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface of to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's Gravity Cannon, one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I think we probably read that one before, but that's fine. Whoop. Okay. So that one takes you down. Or that one takes you up, so presumably this one takes you down, right? Yeah, look at that. I can't jump. Okay. So one of the tornadoes, or I guess a couple, I don't know, some subset of the tornadoes will shove you down instead of up. And considering they have enough force to throw islands into orbit, I could see how that would shove you below a current. Cassava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update. It's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rare type of cyclone that spins in the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Konoi is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by the secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. I also very much wanted to make a model. Alright, fair enough. Is there anything behind here? No. Okay. And I guess there's an eye signal. Ooh, jeez. There's an eye signal locator here, too? Presumably that's what this is all about? Oh, excuse me. Come on. Oh, okay. There's the sun. Oh, that's the sun and the twins. Okay. And Timber Hearth, I would imagine. Yeah, okay. And then Brittle Hollow. And Giant's Deep. Here it is. And then Dark Bramble. Where's the bramble? Oh, it's in a tree. Alright. And then the eye. Whoop. Whoa, so it's way out there. Oh, and spinning weird. Okay. What's up with that? Unable to determine orbit. No signal detected matching any known criteria for the eye of the universe. What have we learned thus far in our search for the eye of the universe? Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the eye is in orbit around the system's sun. This would mean the eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. Those of us on the vessel originally followed the eye signal to the star system, but we were unable to warp to the eye itself. The locator we built on the outer rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built were both unable to detect any trace of the eye signal, presumably because the aliens resealed the signal. The eye has stopped emitting its signal. Yeah, because the prisoner released the signal long enough for them to detect it, and then they resealed it again. Suppose the eye doesn't wish to be found. Cassava, how can you suggest that? The eye signal called out to summon us to the star system. I'm aware. I grew up hearing the eye story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Yeah. Okay, so I guess they just don't have enough data to determine where exactly the eye is or any of its orbital mechanics. They just know it's here somewhere, and they know it's in a very high orbit, but they don't really know much beyond that. Oh, the supernova music's starting. Oh, time doesn't freeze anymore. That's not good. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the eye of the universe? Whoop. We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch. And it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. As we couldn't find the eye signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue the search method. Oh, right. Discontinue searching for the signal. Right. Mallow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Rami and Pi about the technology they're developing? Okay, so we've got to find Rami and Pi, I suppose. Okay. Well, I guess we came here not a moment too soon, huh? Oh, I should have stayed up there and watched the supernova. Oof. Okay. So they tried to make a locator, and it didn't work, so they instead tried to fire a probe at it and built the probe cannon for that purpose. But they apparently have a solution to the fact that space is big. I mean, really big. And I guess we'll have to find out what that is on the next episode. Maybe. But until then, I will see you later.